Cherry blossoms draw huge crowds to High Park in Toronto. Every spring, people pile into a little train and head down to see the beautiful cherry trees in bloom. These trees were introduced from Japan and they're famous for their spectacular flowers. So, of course, I joined the fun. But before long, I went exploring, and that's when I saw something that was just as breathtaking as the cherry blossoms. It was an enormous tree with beautiful reddish orange bark and buttressed roots. The trunk looked almost anatomical to me, like one of those old illustrations of the human body with the muscles and tendons exposed. Long tendon like ridges ran down the trunk, while the buttressed roots made the whole thing look like a giant hand bursting out of the ground. Could this be one of those famous Dawn Redwoods I'd heard about? There was just one problem. I'd seen pictures of Dawn Redwoods before, and with their soft, needle-like foliage, I'd always assumed they were evergreen. But this was early spring in Toronto, and this tree didn't have a leaf or a needle in sight. Was it dying? When I got home, I did some research, and sure enough, this was a Dawn Redwood, Metasequoia glyptostroboides. But Dawn Redwood is a very unusual conifer because it's deciduous. Its soft, feathery needles grow along little branchlets, with the needles and branchlets arranged opposite one another. Then, in autumn, they turn a beautiful coppery color and fall off. The tree spends the winter completely bare and grows new foliage again in the spring. But wait a minute. How can a tree with no needles in the winter still be a conifer? Well, conifer doesn't mean evergreen. It basically means cone bearer. Dawn redwoods reproduce using cones. So even though they drop their needles, they're still very much members of the conifer club. But that's not even the strangest thing about this tree. For a long time, scientists knew about Dawn redwoods only from fossils. They found fossilized remains of Metasequoia in North America, Europe, and Asia. These trees once grew across vast areas of the Northern Hemisphere, and then they disappeared. For millions of years, as far as anyone knew, Dawn redwood was extinct. Until the 1940s. That's when botanists discovered that mysterious trees growing in central China were actually living Dawn redwoods. Imagine the excitement. A tree known from ancient fossils was still alive. Scientists collected seeds, and in 1948, some of those seeds arrived at Harvard's Arnold Arboretum. From there, hundreds of packets were distributed to botanical gardens, universities, and nurseries around the world. And that's how Dawn redwoods eventually began appearing again in North America. Which brings me back to that tree that I found in High Park. Is Dawn redwood a native North American tree? Botanically speaking, the answer is no. Its surviving natural population is in China, and the Dawn redwoods growing here today were reintroduced by people. But if we could have taken a walk through North America millions of years ago, we might have found Metasequoia growing here without any help from us at all. So officially, the Dawn redwood isn't considered a native tree in North America. But to me, it's something even more special. It's a long-lost tree that finally found its way home.